Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Now I hope you have already started your preparation, right? I hope that you have watched my previous session. If you have not watched and you want to watch it, then you can go into my playlist and watch it. Okay, this is the continuation. So now let's start the next part. See, the first thing in this part that I want to tell you is that you should practice division by 2 and you should not use any tricks and focus on the basics. See, these are the points that I have written. Now I will discuss it. See, in the last part, I have told you that basic calculations, the plus, minus, into, and divide, those things you need to practice. Now, see, divide by 2, this is what in your mind, okay, while you are practicing, while you are continuing your practice, you do one thing that in your mind, take any number. Say you are taking 2, this is the easiest number, right? Now, first try to multiply it by 2 and 2 means you are doubling that number. Try to do it in your minds. So 2 into 2 it will go 4, then 8, then 16, like that. Go as far as you can. You will see why I am telling you this is that. See, this is a minor task. But the thing is that when you will go to 1024 or like that 2048, then you will see that you are not being able to calculate further. This is the saturation point. What I mean to say is that up to this point you can smoothly think, right? After that you are having trouble to think. But now that doesn't mean that you will go on and on doubling the number. No, it is just for your brain's exercise, initial exercise, right? So up to how much you feel comfortable at the first time, go up to that. Okay, listen to whatever I'm telling you up to how much you feel comfortable. Okay, you are comfortable up to a point, go up to that point, then stop there. Then what you will do is that you will come back. You will come back. This is essential. This is the point without which the practicing the first part will not give you any result. Have you understood? You are going in this direction, now you have to come back in the opposite direction. Is that clear? Now how you can come back? See, suppose you have reached up to 32. For example, you are doubling 2, 2, 4, 8, like that, you've reached 32. Now divide this number again by 2 and come back. So 32, then 16, then 8, simply like this. Okay. Now up to 2 you have reached. Now take another number. Say you are taking 8. Okay, for example, double it, 16, double it, 32, double it, 64. See, you are going, say up to 512 you have reached. Clear? Now again come back in the same process. Have you understood? So take 2 to 3 numbers. Okay, at any time you can do it. Okay, you are lying down, you are sitting and talking to someone else, you are thinking about something, you are watching a video, whatever you are doing. In the midst of this, in the meanwhile, you can do this practice. Okay, this will just enhance your brain's capability. Have you understood? Now next part is no tricks. See, I have written it so that I do not forget. Now, no tricks. This is very important. See, most of the students, including myself, I am not an exceptional one. First time when we see any video in the YouTube, you know that in the YouTube numerous videos are available, right? You can see, you can watch any type of videos you want. Means whatever you want, starting from the basics part to the advanced level, you will get in the YouTube, and that is the only and the most reliable source right now in online education in this technological new world, isn't it? So you will see that tricks, this has become fantasy now for the students, isn't it? First timers, for getting the views, for whatever it is. Okay, not only for getting the views, that is my personal opinion. uh, for whatever reason it is, you will see there are various videos where tricks are getting most preference. Okay, but along with that, I want to mention that there are various channels. Okay, various channels are there who are not at all in the support of this, right? So what I want to tell you is that it is equally important as well as not important. The thing is your decision and your time when you will start this. This is very important. At the first time you are a beginner, so do not go for any tricks. Rely on your basics. What is the reason? The reason is simple. When you are going for an exam, okay, you are sitting for an exam, you know that you will be appearing in the online mode of examination. That means what? You will be having the screen in front of you. You have MCQ type of questions. You will have to click on the answer and you will have to go forward. Now, if you believe on tricks, means if you continuously practice on tricks and rely on this, then during the examination you have a very difficult situation, and that situation is amplified by what you know, time, time span. You do not have adequate time in your examination. The timer is ticking, isn't it? And that will be like a time bomb. That is evident for each and everyone, and for the newcomers that is even more difficult if you are not accustomed to it. For that you have different practice sets, right? Like different exams, different mock test, whatever you have. Obviously you will go for mock test, those things are important, but not now. That will help you to enhance your knowledge, but that will not teach you anything. Okay, you need to learn to differentiate, and you need to learn when I should try which part. So as a beginner you should not go for any tricks. That is my suggestion to you. What you will do, you will completely rely on your basic calculation. Have you understood? Basic calculation, that is whatever I have told you. You can double a number, you can half a number. Okay, division, multiplication. Suppose you are doing multiplication by writing in your copy 12 into 13. This one you are doing it in your normal way. 12 here you write, 13 you multiply. Okay, that is fine, that is not at all wrong, but your approach needs to be changed. These are not tricks, these are approaches, right? Your approach needs to be changed, and gradually I will also teach you. You can search on the internet, you can find different approaches, okay, whatever you like, but your thinking should be in the right direction. Okay, like this, you can, in this question, as I'm giving you an example, in this question you can simply multiply. If you are experienced, you can see and do it. That is completely means it is relying on your practice. How much you practice, how much you have that understanding capability, it will automatically develop. Some of you might break this 13 or 12 into 10 plus 2 in your mind. Okay, different ways are there. These are not tricks, these are approaches. Okay, and if you have continuous practice, if you're continuously practicing, then you can do it by yourself only, no need of any trick. And that is the point I want to focus on. Have you understood? When you will sit for the examination, you will not, you just mark my words that you will not be able, no matter how much you have practiced, you will not be able to remember the tricks, isn't it? You will feel it also in the examination. Your basics, this is the part, your basics will help you to clear the examination, mainly in the main exam. In the main exam, no tricks are going to work, because obviously you will have a big question in front of you, and even if the question is short, the chances of which are negligible, but still if you get short question, then you will see that those are very tricky. You need to understand the question, then you need to remember the tricks and do. That is not possible, that is not at all feasible, right? So for that I want to tell you that do not focus on specific tricks. Have you understood? There are certain tricks which you need to follow, but that time is not now. Clear? Now you should focus only on your basic calculation. Simple multiplication, simple addition, subtraction and division. Okay? I'm sorry. Now for this you can do what? You can visit any YouTube channel if you want, any tutor you like. That is completely depending on you. But my point is you should focus on your basics. Enhance your basics. Enhance your base. Right? Now the next part is squares and cubes. Now see, you have already started your basic calculation practice. Basic calculation practice you have already started. Now you need to move one step ahead. One step ahead. That is what? That is your square, cube, these things. These things are what? See, if I tell you that you need to memorize, that will not sound well. That means it is useless to tell. Obviously you will memorize, but it's not that you will have to sit with this and memorize. Okay, when you will go on practicing, automatically you can apply that, and that application is the most important part that you need to focus on for your examination. Okay, only if you go on memorizing, it's not that I am asking you the square of 15 and you are starting from 10, the 10, 100, 11, 121, 12, 144, like that you are going. No, This is not a means normal process in which you need to do your work, isn't it? In the school level it is different, but for your competitive examination you need to directly reach to that point, and that reaching it is only possible when you will apply it in your practice. Okay, so first of all, for practice, what you need for practicing, first of all you need to know the squares, isn't it? So as we have done earlier in the case of tables, as I have told you, that just keep on reading the tables like that, do the same thing for square and cube. Have you understood? Do the same thing for square and cube. Now up to 35 squares is enough. I'm telling you, if you are revising, if you have already revised it, then it's okay. If you are not and you are starting, then up to 35, I'm telling you, it is enough. You can go up to a limit you want, that is depending on you. But for my suggestion, up to 35, if you can remember 30 or 35, that is more than enough. Okay, and it's not that you will have to memorize it automatically within 2 to 3 months. If you just look at the squares and those things, then you will remember it automatically, your brain will understand it. Similarly, in the case of cubes, up to 15 it is good. It is, say I've written more than enough, means up to 10 is standard. Okay, I myself, if you ask me any cube, then up to 10, up to 11, okay, even up to 12 sometimes, it will be okay. And if you can go up to 15, then it is fine, more than enough. Okay, and then comes certain tricks. See, these are not actually, I will not call them tricks, these are certain approaches. Square finding approach, mark my word, square finding approach is very important. Okay, not all the tricks, but some tricks are there without which it will be difficult for you to remember. Okay, now square finding approach is one of them. Square finding, now you can go to YouTube. Okay, I will give in my channel, I'll continuously give you those session, but it's not that you are waiting for that, or you will be means wait for the videos to come in my channel. It is obvious you will not wait, and this is good also. If I was there in your place, then I also wouldn't have waited, isn't it? So whatever it is, you can follow any YouTube channel, there is no restriction in that. The main thing is you're learning. What I want to tell you is that you should learn the correct thing. Okay, sources are numerous in the YouTube channel, but you need to select what you need to practice when. So if you can go for specific approaches, that is, for example, I'm telling you end digit is 5. Okay, first digit is 5. Those things are very basic calculation, you will find in any video on the YouTube. If you search for basic calculations for competitive examination, this type of keywords you give in the YouTube and search, you will get various videos. You can see any of them. If you like it, watch it. If you do not like it, skip it, watch the next. So from that, make a gist, make an idea how to go for this. Then what you need to do is that select, see there are various ways, select the best way that you like. Okay, if you like the end digit 51, then do it in your mind. First of all, write it down, make a short note of 1 or 2 example, then write it down. Clear? Like see, end digit is 5, you can remember very easily. 25. Okay, and this one, if you want to get the square of it, 25 square, that means n digit is 5 and the number is also same. It is just simple, the n digit you can make square of it 25, and previous 2 digit will be this digit. Suppose it is 25, it is 25, so 2, then increase it by 1 3, isn't it? So 2 into 3, it will be 6. Have you understood? Means these are certain calculations which you can do it by in your mind only if you know the squares. But still, if you have say 75 is there in your calculation and you need to calculate it, there is no other way, then you can use this type of tricks. Clear? Similarly, in the case of cube, you will find certain tricks. If you like them, you can watch it, but cubes are less frequent. Okay, you need not to go for the cubes short tricks, but square short trick is important. It is important, right? Next, see, reading of newspaper, I have already told you. Reading of newspaper is very important. You are already doing it. It is good. Okay, read any newspaper you want, but here I want to mention one thing. In the last video, I think I did not mention. You should not go for high class newspaper. Have you understood? Like the Hindu, Indian Express, okay, then Business Standard, okay, the Guardian, New York Times. Then there are various other articles and everything which you can find on the internet, but you should not go for that at the first time. Go for Simple Times of India or Telegraph or any other newspaper that is there in your city or whatever, it should be easy. My point is it should be easily understandable. Okay, do not go for the standard of the newspaper at the first instance. Okay, you need not to think about the standard of the newspaper. It can be anything. You need English newspaper, that's it. Go for your interesting part that you want and keep on reading it every day morning, every day evening, whenever you get time, whenever you make a schedule. Go for the reading. Practice of reading is very very important. That is my point. Clear? Now see, I am moving it into the English part. This is the this is the part which is most important, no doubt. In the mains examination you will find this part is the most important. Grammar has negligible role. Okay, even if you are not good at grammar, I'm telling you, you can skip that part. But if you are good in reading and understanding, comprehending capability, that is the thing. If you are good in that, then you can score your cut-off marks. Okay, that will not be a problem, and you will also understand it when you are continuously giving examination. Now, for the grammar part, go for any your favorite YouTube teacher channel. YouTube is the best source. Or if you have any tutor, then go for your tutor. Okay, the basic grammar rules are very important. I will also give those rules, and the rules that I'll give you, I can assure you that those rules will be more than enough. I'll give you because the rules that I have made a note of that, and those notes will be more than enough for you. Okay, but still, for the time, you need not to wait for my videos, right? You should go for your own practice, go for any channel, and just make a note of yourself. Then when I upload the video, you can watch it and you can match it. Okay, if you find anything new, you can note it down. Like that you can continue your preparation. Go for the rules, go for the simple practice. Okay, that will do. Practice is very important, but practice not at the first time. First understand the rules. What are the different rules? Because there are various rules. Okay, so you need to mark the main points of that rule and make a note of that. Then go for slowly go for the practice. Clear? Next, reasoning part. See, the reasoning part, English, I have told you, this is the first stage of your English preparation. Then for the reasoning part, what you need to do is that first thing, okay, first thing is go for the syllabus. It is very important. It is important for the other parts also, but not that much important as it is for the reasoning. For the maths part, I have already told you. English part, what you are doing at this point, that is more than enough for the starting. Then you can go for the syllabus and everything, but there is no syllabus, isn't it? It is unseen, like in your school classes you have given the examination, the unseen paragraphs come like that. Only the level will increase a bit. Clear? But for the reasoning you need to have a syllabus means, see, now different examination are having different syllabus, isn't it? So you need to select the most common uh, topics that will come in each and every examination. Have you understood? Mark my words again. The most common topics you need to select first. That is common in all the examination, more or less all the examination. And start among those common topics. Start from the easiest one. Clear? Mark the common topics, then start with the easiest one. Like in my opinion, first of all, after watching the syllabus and everything, first of all you should start with the alphabets related reasoning things, alphabetical series. Then the blank spaces you find, no, PQ dash dash QR, like that, those alphabetical series is. Then in the banking reasoning you will find different alphabetical series. Okay, different new patterns are also now coming. I'll discuss each and everything, but the basics is very important first of all. So go for that. Go for the each and every type of the alphabetical series related reasoning part. Clear? And mark one thing, do not go for the puzzles. It is very important. Do not go for the puzzles right now. Okay, if you go for the puzzles right now, then what will happen is that there is a high possibility you might lose your interest. Okay, that will negatively affect you, because puzzles, that you should only start when you have gained certain experience or certain interest in the subject, then go for the puzzles. Okay, there is a long way to go. Clear? There is a long way to go, so you need to wait, you need to have patience. Go for the easiest part, go for the alphabets. okay, alphabetical series and everything. Then go for, if you want, you can go for syllogism, you can go for inequality, okay, whatever easiest topics are there, ranking, order, okay, these things you can complete clocks. Then when you complete or three or four topics, easiest topics, you have understood it, your reasoning thinking capability is developing, then you start solving the easiest puzzles, circular, okay, square, whatever it is, you can start at that point, but not before that. Clear? And in the maths part also, I want to tell you, do not go for arithmetic part right now. Clear? Arithmetic arithmetic you should not go at this point. Stay up to that point where your calculation is done, then go for the simplification is the first thing that you need to do. That also, do not take any PDF, do not download any PDF, go for any reliable YouTube channel. The easy simplification sums, pick them first. Okay, try to do it. You will see that even if you have learned the tricks, learned the tables, you are not being able to implement it. Okay, this you will see in the first instance. I'm telling you, slowly, have patience, keep on practicing so that you can implement whatever you have learned into the sums. Okay, first you are practicing, you are not being able to do, okay, leave it. In the next time, whenever you take that, say in the morning you have practiced, you have failed, okay, take those 5 or 5 to 10 questions, suppose you have taken, take those questions again in the evening time, practice. You will see that 2 or 3 questions or 5 questions you can do. Like this, after you can implement your thinking in this 10 question, do not jump into the next 10 questions. Okay, this is also very important. Do not jump into the next 10 questions. Practice these 10 questions 2 to 3 times. This is very much effective way. You should not go on increasing the number of questions that you practice. That will not help you. Clear? You should practice the same questions multiple time. Have you understood? Same question practice multiple time to decrease the duration, as well as to set in your mind this type of thinking. That what I mean to say is that whenever you see this type of question, whenever you will see, automatically you will understand that how you should approach, and you will see that your process, your steps in which you are solving the question, that is also reducing. It will reduce. Have you understood? So these are the benefits. Go for the 10 questions you have taken in the morning, you have practiced the 10 question, go for the same 10 question in the evening time. Again, say in the next day, the morning time you have skipped it, practice those 10 question in the evening time, like this. Okay, 2 to 3 times same 10 question, if you practice, it will help you. Okay, next, yes, revising of the tables. See, revision of the tables and study maximum 2 subject per day. See, these are the points. I actually forget the points, so I have written it. Revision of the tables and studying the plan of your study. This is also very important. From the first day you have started your revision of the tables, that is done. Now you should revise it. First time, if you think that you need more time for revision, then you can give it, means 10 to 15 minutes in the morning, 10 to 15 minutes in the evening time. Okay, after you complete your whatever you want to study, after you have completed it, before closing your books or before closing your studying, you can just look at the tables. Okay, say 5 to 8 tables you are looking at it, so you can have a watch in the morning as well as in the evening time. Whatever time you set it, it is depending on you, but revise the tables. Okay, just see it, just continuously see it. As well as same for the calculation means division, okay, doubling, then subtraction, plus minus, into those things that I've told you. Then one important thing, last thing, you should not take more than 2 subject for practice. Okay, maximum 2 subject is more than enough for the first time. Do not overburden yourself. Okay, you are practicing one topic for say the whole day, that will not give you any fruitful result. I have liked it, so I'm practicing. No, it is not about liking, but a perfect planning. Okay, whichever topic you are practicing, 2 hours, 3 hours is enough. Then jump to another topic or take rest. It's done. Again on the next day, practice the same thing. Okay, 2 to 3 hours. First, grab that part well, then slowly and gradually increase your time. Do not jump for 8 or 10 hours, 11 hours in the first time. That will not give you any result. Have you understood? So these are the things that I need to tell you. So it's the end of my video, this part, okay? And I'll continue my series. And if you find any problem, you can comment, right? So thank you.